advice to anyone who's watching this, especially during this time, is to learn how to breathe, be in the moment, appreciate every little moment that like happens, you know, and let go and let God. Hey you guys, it's Ananda and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me or knowing I even existed, please don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button for more videos. So I know I haven't posted in a minute, y'all. Life has just been hectic. It's been super crazy and I've just been trying to adjust to everything. Obviously the scenery is a little different. I'm back in my apartment, so yeah. Speaking of life being crazy, that is kind of like the theme for the video today. Like, life being hectic is the theme. No, actually no. Life is the theme. Today I'm going to be spilling all the tea on my junior year at Spelman College and just how everything went down and just the roller coaster that I was in. If that's something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna start with like my fall semester. So this semester I decided to move off campus. So I chose student housing, and honestly, living off campus versus living on campus, I think no matter what you do has its pros and its cons. I would 8 out of 10 recommend living off campus. I think that there are more pros to living off campus than living on campus, but about it, I can get into a different video on a different day. In my sophomore year video, I talked about how like it was adjusting academically. This year, it really wasn't as hard as it was sophomore year. Sophomore year was so hard, and I think it's because, you know, I was actually going into my major that year versus like just gen ed. But now junior year, I was actually starting to finish off my gen ed. So I had already been in my major, 2 semesters into my major. So now it was nowhere as bad with adjusting. I think this year I felt most comfortable in my major, honestly. So the semesters were just going, super normal, unlike now. Socially and academically, it was kind of like just a continuation of like sophomore year. Like, it was really nothing crazy. Obviously Homecoming was a movie. I got the opportunity to film a amazing short film during Homecoming. Quality amazing, writing was amazing, and it was just really for a good cause. So it was really cool to do something like that. It was during Homecoming, and yes, I was shooting a film literally during tailgate, and yes, it hurt so much, but like, there's no place I'd rather be. Like, being in front of the camera, acting, doing what I love to do is like, that's what I love to do. So it hurt. I'm not gonna flex. That hurt it. It hurt it. But it was super amazing opportunity, and I wouldn't take it back for the world. So sometimes in life you gotta make decisions. I had boy problems, but like, hey, what's new? Yeah. Yeah. But that also was another story for a different day, honey. So yeah, fall semester was peaches and cream, honey. Like, I don't, you know, like, it was so chill. I low-key don't even like remember like what happened. Like, it was just regular, you know. It was kind of like not the same old, but the same old. Like, I'm in the norm. The only adjustment was that I was off campus, and that was, you know, like I said, 8 out of 10 recommend. But that was like kind of like all right, just getting used to like waking up like an hour early. Like, on campus, I'll wake up like 5 minutes before class, but like being off campus was like a whole nother thing. Adjusting living with like my friends, like that was an adjustment. So, you know, just that was really the only adjustment this fall semester. Now, spring semester. spring semester, spring semester, spring semester was different. Yeah, so the beginning of my semester was a tad rough, not from school, but just life. I don't know, it's just like navigating the world and learning how to navigate the world and like making decisions and choices that you have to live with, like no one else can get you out of, you know, just and being able to sit with it and, you know, finding yourself. And that's kind of like where I was at my spring semester as far as like my struggles. I almost quit acting. Like, yeah, I almost stopped acting. I almost like threw in the towel. That's how stressed out I was about just like everything. Like I was feeling so, you know, something happened and it was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. And so I was feeling super like, just like, you know, I felt super discouraged when it came to my career and what I was doing. But then things came back up. And yeah, honestly, this whole junior year has been a roller coaster. But things came back up. They came back up. I ended up, you know, filming another short film, which was with amazing people. I was able to have the opportunity to, you know, engage into Campus Movie Fest. And yeah, link in bio. But yeah, it was amazing, and it made me like, the love that I had for my craft was sparked again, you know? And so it's really what I needed in that moment. So things were going up, y'all. Like this is around February, March, things were going up. I met new people, I made new friends, you know, I did things that I've never done before. I was acting again and life was good, you know. Spring break, I didn't go anywhere, but I was sick at first. I was sick. Spring break was around, what was really March? Yeah, spring break was March, and this was around the time when coronavirus hit. You know, my ear is coming on. So where was I? Yeah, so coronavirus obviously impacted me a lot as a student. I was very sad about not being able to do anything for spring break, but I guess you can kind of say it was like a blessing in disguise because literally the week everyone went away for spring break was the week, well, we already knew coronavirus was coming, but like it was the week when like things really got super serious. Trump, you know, he did that international travel ban, and like schools were shutting down and everything was shutting down. Spelman shut down, and students had to come from spring break and pack their stuff if they were on campus and leave within like a week, within a couple weeks, within a week, really. So yeah, it was a blessing in disguise for me. Just for safety reasons, I decided to go on ahead and come back home. Spelman extended our spring break, so we got like 2 weeks of spring break, technically, just so that we can transition and the teachers can transition from physically going to school to going remote. And so I was already like super, super, super homesick. And with the plans that I had for the summer, I wasn't gonna be home until like Christmas. So I checked out like plane tickets and whatnot, and plane tickets were super cheap. So I did go home. It was $98 to fly across the country the next day. So I only packed for like a week or two. I thought I was gonna be able to fly back home, but that didn't happen. Things just got worse. Like when I got back home, things got worse. I'm very glad that I was able to see some of my friends like when I did, because things got super bad and it came to the point where it was just time to like quarantine. And that's when we were in that quarantine period. Y'all, adjusting from going to school every day, like in-person class, to online was so much harder than I thought it would be. I did my junior year of high school online, right? It was like a hybrid program. And so like when I knew school was gonna go online, I was like,
like, I'm cool. No, like, I'm fine. Like, that's fine. Let's do it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking it's gonna be easier. I'm like, yeah, like, go ahead, you know? No, I was 3 hours behind everyone else. And adjusting. I did high school online, but I never did Spelman online, if you catch my drift. So I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. That was so hard for me. Being 3 hours behind. Some professors, who I will not mention, I thought lacked a lot of empathy. There's this like culture at Spelman. Not everyone at Spelman is this way, but like, I don't know, I think it's just this culture of working hard no matter what, which is fine. That's fine. I believe that you should work hard and earn what you have, but I do feel like there should be a balance, and I do believe that empathy should be graced at certain points. And I do believe that being in the midst of a global pandemic definitely causes for that empathy. And unfortunately, a lot of, I did have some professors who lacked that. A lot of people had different professors who lacked that empathy. And so it didn't matter. And I think that really stemmed from laziness. Professors, in order to make it easy for their students, they would have to adjust the syllabus. And they didn't want to adjust the syllabus. They didn't want to adjust their teaching style. So it was let's just push through it. And some people, I do know of some students who genuinely they actually got COVID. Their family members got COVID. Now, I really do appreciate the teachers who did have empathy and were a little bit more lenient. So I do appreciate them, and I did have them, so I will express my gratitude for that. But other than that, just coming back home and living with my parents was different. And the thing is, it wasn't just different for me, it was different for them too. We all were hey, it's time to go back, so that was different. Just being back home I felt like I was backtracking, honestly. It was different. Being home all day, every day, not having any social contact was different. And I like socializing, I'm not an introvert, so it was different. Doing Spelman online was different. And having teachers who weren't as empathetic was hard. So it was definitely a struggle. It was a struggle to get through this semester. Let me stop being negative. It's just but on a brighter note, I survived. I came out strong. You know what I'm saying? I got straight A's for the first time in my life. So, even to this day, I'm not really sure where life is gonna take me. I'm just learning how to go with the flow. And it's hard, but I will manage, and so will you. We'll all manage. That's the end of this video. You know me, I don't like a long-winded video, but that is how my junior year of Spelman College went for me. I'm able to continue my Spelman experience, so I'm forever grateful. If you guys have any questions, don't forget to leave a comment down below. If you have any video suggestions, maybe an apartment tour or whatever, comment down below. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll see you guys soon.